Sorry for being late once again. I'm slow on the uptake and I'm an ass for it. But I'm sorry once again for being late. But better late than never. Hope you enjoy it. This is This is this review of The Legend of Korra, Season 3, Episode 9. And now we get answers. What the hell is Zahir? What is his group? What do they want? And you get so many answers. They finally found Aiwei. Hey, Korra follows him to some desert city. And I think it's the same desert when Aang went and the others went when they found the library. The library when they went to see when they saw the spirit owl. Oh, Wang Tong, that guy, his spirit library. Because I saw the glacier ice in the background. I think it's the same iceberg. Like after 70 years, it's back. I think it's the same thing. And they found him. But apparently, when he found his body, that's why I said body, he was in some kind of meditative state. And he remember, the spirit portals allow connection to the spirits become started. That means someone can go to meditate and enter the spirit world at will now, just in deep meditation and strong enough will. For example, Zahir can do that. Now, I'm going to make this episode as short as sweet as I can and to give you almost all the details I know. Okay? Apparently, Zahir and his group are part of an organization called the Red Lotus. That's why I saw the Red Lotus. That's their group. We know not the Secret Order of the White Lotus was a group that committed the secret society that lived in shadow until the 100-Year War. But after the 100-Year War, they discredited themselves to becoming bodyguards and servants of the government of the worlds. For example, the Earth King, Fire Nation, Water Tribe. They stepped out of hiding. However, there were certain members of their faction that didn't agree with that, so they split apart. And they want to make change in any way possible, and that includes aggression. For example, they tried to kidnap Korra when she was a little girl, so they can use her to open the spirit portals. That's why it's spirit portals. And who came up with that? No, Korra's favorite uncle, Unalak. Apparently, he was a member of the Red Lotus as well. And planned to use her power all along. But apparently, after Zahir and his group went down and went to jail, he covered his tracks and broke off contact, making himself a dark avatar. Well, apparently, what is Zahir's goal? He wanted to unite the world's nation, and by getting rid of world leaders. This kind of sounds like abolishing the old world order to create a new one, where no one has to follow leadership like people who virtually don't deserve it, and he thinks are immoral. For example, the Earth King, the President of the United Republic, he remembered his issues with Korra. And then there's the Earth Queen, who's a cold-hearted bitch, with a cold-hearted woman. So I don't want to curse too much, but you get my opinion. But you gotta give this credit where credit is due. I mean, Zahir was trying to train Korra as a little girl for his own benefit. And for example, teaching her how to probably master the water bending, and then the lava bending, and even probably the combustion bending. All four of those persons were found to be used their power. And now that Zahir is awakened as an airbender, now Zahir's airbender and he has this power, he's not going to wait any longer, and he's making this move now. So, in other words, this guy has everything to gain and nothing to lose. So, but that's the part that makes Zahir the most dangerous of all the members of the Red Lotus. Now, however, things go from good to bad, and even though they found Aiwei, Zahir tossed his body into the fog of souls in the spirit realm. We saw that the season finale of the Legend of Korra Season 2, the 1 hour special. And like that episode came out online in a week in advance, and before it aired on TV. And I had strong reaction, and we all know that Nickelodeon has pulled The Legend of Korra off their broadcasting network because of dumbass low ratings and advertising. Those guys sucked at low advertising even for the second season. They didn't even give a damn. And that's their problem. Nickelodeon may own the show, but they have certain issues. It was like like I said, huge success with the last Airbender, but the Legend of Korra is just getting brushed aside by its predecessor, because its predecessor is probably more famous than it. Even though it's famous, it's getting more credit. But I'm off topic. But like I said, because of that, Zahir is very dangerous. His group, the Red Lotus, will stop at nothing to get what he wants. A new world order where everybody doesn't have to follow the people of corrupt politicians, and the Red Lotus will probably rule the world. If I weigh Zahir and Unalaq were all a part of this group, how many other members are there? And how many are capable of it? Apparently, Zahir met Unalaq when he was just a teenager, when he was very young. So it makes sense that it kind of makes sense. But it's been 13 years since he got out of prison, and all the others, they're all ready to make their move and to do what it can. But Korra isn't a child anymore. They can't teach her anything she wants to know. I mean, they can't force their will on her. She even said herself, "It sounded like you wanted to brainwash me." But that's, and Korra's now an adult. She's 17. That means she can't be bought into her lies. So you got to give her credit where credit is due. No, and this episode is all about credit. But things go from bad to worse. For example, after Korra is talking to Zahir and he disappears, and she's captured by the Earth Queen's forces and going to be sent back to Boxing Say. Apparently they wanted criminals now for stealing the Airbenders. That woman is a cold-hearted witch. She doesn't give a damn about Korra and Republic City because it's best built on Earth Kingdom land that you stole from my father or some BS. But even though it sounds like cursing, I'm not trying to use the actual word. But you gotta admit, all that just for some land? That's pathetic. And then Zahir's group, and then the Red Lotus Master captured Bolin, and Bolin and Mako, and they're going to Boxing Say are they going to go there to fight? Going to go to capture Korra or to rescue her? Because Zahir, he is just a mad genius, because he wants to make a new world order, but you can't force your will on another person. That's not something that can really happen. But like I said, Zahir is out, and he has nothing to lose. So I'm gonna put the link down in the description, and I want you to put your opinion on for yourself. He has nothing to lose. That makes him very, very dangerous. So be careful. Hope you enjoyed. That's one. This is Sellavin and the latest review of Naruto, The Legend of Korra, Season 3, Episode 9. And I meant be careful, because this guy could literally pretend to be your best friend, but he ain't afraid to stab you in the back if it means getting what he wants. But even though he's a fictional character, that's his style. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'm out.